All right, family. Black Power, Black Power. You live with the general. You already know what time it is. Oh man, I got to let me get my background together. Yeah, let me go and get my background. Yeah, this is the general. We 24 hours Naga News Network. Uh yeah, we got the fire commentary for all the family out there. I know you're up late, but I just had to get on this perpetrator right here, the president of Spain, man. I didn't Donald Trump went upside his head for not along with a lot of other European presidents and countries that didn't step up for the United States going into Iran and deny United States even the ability to take off from airfields in certain European nations, and Spain was one of those nations. And so Donald Trump chewed his ass out, you know what I'm saying? And so I goes on, watching the news. And could you believe he was at a conference with China whining like a little girl, talking about, I mean, just literally in there, saying the United States is a bully, not following international law and all of this. I say, wow. I mean, damn, you got to go and cry to Gigi Ping. You know damn well Gigi don't give a goddamn about you, man. Over there whining. I say, oh man, you can't even be a man. You can't even be a man. You have disrespected yourself. To go over to China whining and literally saying that China needs to step up and lead the way. I say, oh, okay, then we'll see if China give you some loans, motherfucker, to go over there and fight that damn war in Ukraine. That's what you need to do. See if China put some goddamn funds up to go against Vladimir Putin over there. See, this is what I don't like, because these nations have been little ass kissers for a long. They just ass kiss. Whoever the big dog on the block, they just ass kiss. You kissing too much ass out there, man. You have disrespected yourself to the point that nobody will respect you for to be nothing other than you a wannabe. You see, and so Spain has really shown their hand, to be doing, to do that. Now you supposed to be over there in fighting in Ukraine. You supposedly want Zelensky over there to win that war against Vladimir Putin, putting your money behind it, and then you go cry to Xi Jinping, which might be Russia's closest ally. That don't make no sense. You can see the world is upside down because they have to run to their enemies now. The United States on these motherfuckers' head so hard they have to run to an enemy they don't give a damn about their ass. And so yeah, I know I'm quite sure. Uh, I can't wait to I can't wait to hear what what Donald Trump say. I love when you just go off on the motherfucker, go off on the tandem on the ass, I love it. I love when these beats get into it. I mean, they so disrespectful. And I know Donald Trump gonna disrespect the shit out of this man. He ain't got nothing coming. And why would you even that's just like Alex Jones and them. They know how that man is. Alex Jones want to get into it with Donald, knowing he gonna cut into him. Say he humiliated himself, lost his fortune and shit and all of this. And the man was for Trump, fought for him, all while, stood up for him and shit. And as soon as he disagree on one thing, throw his ass straight under the bus. And so Alex Jones is in, Now Alex Jones and Carl, what's his name? Carlson Tucker and all them fake ass journalists and shit. But they roll with Donald Trump, and everybody is in there. You got their panties in a crutch because the man went into Iran, man. I mean, this shit is ridiculous, man. Some shit that need to be done, but everybody ain't got the balls to stand up to these people. They rather be extorted by China, and China think they gonna use Iran to take over the Persian Gulf. That's literally what's happening out here. But China ain't got nothing coming. China ain't got shit coming. And you gonna see, just like I'm telling you, you gonna see in a couple of days, you gonna see in a couple of days that that's gonna be the truth of the matter. But here it is, old Pedro, whatever his name is, Pedro, then went and went before Gigi Ping. I don't even know if Gigi was over there. Somebody was over there. I don't know if it was some delegates, Chinese delegation or whatever. And he go over there crying because Donald Trump then cut into his ass. And now he's sure enough gonna tell you a new one. So you could just wait. I hope you over there sneak this in the United States. How dare you, Pedro? But uh I mean, this is what happens. A lot of times you have to ride on your own. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, everybody ain't got to go to the top. Everybody ain't got to go to the top. You don't when you it be one motherfucker on the top. It don't be no whole group of motherfucker. One motherfucker go to the top, everybody else on the bottom. Cause they ain't courageous enough. The person that ends up being on the top is courageous enough to take, the necessary chances. Everybody want to be comfortable and they want to stay in a lane where they comfortable. Well, when you going for the top, man, a lot of moves that you make gonna be very uncomfortable. Most motherfuckers wouldn't make them. They wouldn't even make them. You see what I'm saying? And that's the difference between a motherfucker who stay on the bottom and a person that go to the top. You see, you got to take them damn chances, especially if you believe that it's the right move to make. And Iran know it's that time. They know it's that time. They've been over there warring for 1,000 years. That's just like that brother who was a Muslim. He knew I had his ass. And he came over, and I ain't try to disrespect him, but I let him know, man, Islam been killing off his own since Islam started. It's been killing off its own since Islam started. So you can't come and act as if Iran is no damn no Boy Scout. Iran has a history of blood for a long time. The Persians all the way down to the Iranians got a history in blood. And that's just the reality. And not only what's going on in the Middle East, but has influenced bloodshed throughout Africa. You see, throughout Africa, all them jihadists. I don't have no love for no Iran or no Arab states, knowing they have pillaged and plundered and have committed genocide on African people. I don't have no respect for that. You see, and so the only reason I'm saying, I'm gonna go with the soil I lay my motherfucking head on. I don't need no permission to do that. Anybody that y'all weak. Why would you choose another imperialist nation? You're already dealing with the one you're living in. And then all of a sudden you turn your head and choose Iran or some other. Man, those are imperialist jihadist nations that have funded genocide on black people now for 2,000 years. You got Arab states and shit over there, Islamic states that still got slavery to this day. Still have slavery to this day. Today. Okay. Not yesterday, today. Okay. So we have to do better than that. So yeah, I'm gonna at least roll where I lay my motherfucker. And if he gonna topple, I'm gonna topple his ass, and it's gonna be to my benefit. I ain't gonna let no another motherfucker topple his ass, and I don't get nothing out of the shit. And then they come over here and enslave our people again, and we don't get a motherfucking thing out of that neither. So what the fuck difference is it to root for a motherfucker ain't got none of your interests at heart? Ain't got none of your interests at heart. So it's crazy that, NATO, they upset at the United States because, again, Donald Trump talking about taking Greenland. Saying take it. Say, I'm gonna take the motherfucker. I mean, the bold shit he say is, you got to be you got to have the balls of an elephant to make these proclamations. Say you gonna, he say you gonna say literally fuck Denmark. We taking it. Y'all motherfucker ain't doing nothing with it. You can't secure it. You can't motherfucking secure it. So, and I'm not about to let China or Russia to get and they liable to let it happen. See, and when you see this shit that's happening, like with this, this Pedro going in front of the Chinese and crying, you see how weak they is. You cannot let these type of you know leaders, presidents of these European nations dictate what's happening on that island because we need that island. We do. We need that island. I do the research on my own, and that's a very strategic island when it comes to missile defense. You know, and if China or Russia was to get Greenland and put missiles on it, man, they would have a direct hit on a lot of cities in the United States, and you cannot let that happen. Cannot let that happen. And so some shit you just got to ride with. You just got to ride with it because it's the best thing. You can't depend on because if Russia or China, who gonna Denmark, huh? They can't beat Vladimir Putin. They can't bleed. So if they would if Vladimir was the we would have to go defend it anyway, like we doing over there in Ukraine. So why the fuck we gonna go through this bullshit? We might as well take it now. We might as well take it now, family. Let me move to the next video, the last video of this evening. We're gonna talk about did a Russian no, it wasn't Russian, a Chinese tanker, one damn tanker. They say broke through the blockade. And everybody said, oh, China, man, I'm one fucking tanker. God damn, man. And the United States then shut it down ever since. Ain't motherfucker skirted the damn coastline trying to sneak out of there, skirted the coastline. And so, yeah, they one tanker got out of there. Motherfucker ain't damn more got up out of that motherfucker since. They got that motherfucker on lock. You gonna need more than one tanker. They get one tanker on the US. They're like, oh, they done busted blockade. Let me go on to the next video, man. The world is sad, man. One tanker, man, they busted the motherfucker. It was one, and the motherfucker picked it up and they picked it up and went on land and snuck it around the corner. So people and then put it back in the water real quick and shit. Hey man, get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all got me tripping this evening. But anyway, family, please get over there to Patreon, support the general, man. I got some fire on there, man, that you have not seen. The titles is off the chain. You can start at the bottom, work your way to the top, and even at the bottom tier, you as soon as you join, you got a ton of videos waiting on you soon as you show up. So Click that link and join today, and I'll be right black. Black Power family.